Tell me what's wrong with you now. Tell me why I never seem to make you happy. Oh, heaven knows I try. A man's trying to find out what the hell is going on. He's in love. That's breakup to makeup. Yeah, he's trying to get the 411 out of his girl. Tell me what's wrong. Trying to make you happy. Heaven knows I tried, huh? So, love, relationships, a hell of a thing. I'm George Mason. Welcome. Tonight I want to talk about relationships, love, the components, or what I feel are the components, or what makes a relationship work. Respect, communications, understanding, music, right? Goes a long way into expressing feelings and emotions, but sometimes it get twisted. We get misled, if you will. In today's society, in this generation, there's just so many mixed messages coming at these young people, and it's hard to decipher. It's hard to figure out exactly what's good and what's bad, and what's right or wrong for the most part. When I look at the world as it is, and so many different religions, almost 4,200 religions. I looked the other day, Googled. I thought it was close to 3,000, but it said 4,200. Mind-boggling. That means everybody's right. Everybody's point of view is correct. If you go to your church or worship, your place of worship, I should say, and you're listening to your leader who's up front saying what he or she is saying in the scriptures, are they right? Is everybody right? Or is everybody wrong? Or is everybody right and wrong? There's a line in there, right? There's got to be, some type of place where you say, okay, because people believe. It's like relationships where, you're expressing yourself, you're female, your significant other is expressing themselves from their point of view. And a lot of times that's all you can do. Give it from your point of view. See it tell it how you see it. And you get a lot of people that are very opinionated. They don't listen. That's another lost art of listening. If you're ever talking to a person and they're just talking and talking, and then ask you at some point, they'll ask you, it says, yo man, you still there? Yeah, I'm here. I was just listening. Because they get lost in, with they're used to having dialogue as far as, so I guess being combative. I had an uncle who was like that, God bless the dead. And he was very combative. He was an individual who's just, his opinion meant everything. And I respect his opinion, but did he respect other people's opinions? He said he did, but at the end of the day, it was his opinion that basically mattered, overruled everything. And a lot of people are like that. He wasn't by himself. And sometimes I check myself to see if that's where I'm coming from, if I'm that way. And I might be, at some times, whatever, but I try not to be all the time. So that's what it is with relationships. You have to respect that person's, what they're saying, no matter if you agree or disagree. It's okay to disagree, but at least listen and give them the benefit of the doubt. What does respect mean?
Respect has two distinct meanings. As a noun, it means a feeling of deep admiration for someone or something elicited by their abilities, qualities, or achievements. Or as a verb, it means admire deeply as a result of their abilities, qualities, or achievements.
There it is. And the second one that I have on the list is communications. Communicate is self-explanatory. To express yourself to the point of, but at least you want to get that out. To communicate is just, don't just let it lay. Like you got a little argument with your girl or your significant other or whoever, whatever. You just don't want to. You want to let them know how you're feeling. If they're telling you how they feel, that's the way they feel at that moment, or for whatever you guys might be riffing and beefing about or discussing. And it's healthy if you get it out, and it could be a little thing. Sometimes those little things, snowball into big things because you don't iron it, you don't work it out at the beginning. You just want to get it out of the way. You want to move on to the bigger thing, but you know what? You're not going to get to the bigger things because you haven't ironed out that initial situation, whatever it is. So communicate, uh, have that respect for his or her opinions, and try to go further from there. You want to try to, if you want a lasting relationship, something that it means anything, then that's what you should do. I can't say do it. You know, uh, Again, I'm just giving uh, advice from my point of view, my opinion. And the third one is respect, communications, and understanding. Understanding, I think, is what really makes the difference. Those two, the respect and the communication is very important, but understanding, to have that ability to decipher, to understand what's what. What does understanding mean?
Understanding has two distinct meanings. As a noun, it means the ability to understand something. Or as an adjective, it means sympathetically aware of other people's feelings.
Sympathetically aware of other people's feelings. It's kind of deep, isn't it? To be sympathetic about somebody's feelings. Yeah, you don't want to step on somebody else's, how they feel about, no matter how strong you feel your position is, that you're right. Um, Give that respect and communicate that point, that principle across to that person, and to make them aware of how you feel. And then try to make that person know or have an understanding, again, of where you're coming from. So those three, and I think common sense too goes along with it. Try to befriend it could be a relative, a good friend. Guys get into it and going back and forth about whatever. LeBron, who's the GOAT, who's whatever. It's like it gets heated, it gets crazy, but you feel, he's the Russell Wilson, might be that dude or whatever, the greatest, and that's how you feel. The next person, they might like whoever. Brady. Brady's bad. He's a bad man. But you know what? That's what it's all about. As far as you have a point of view, you have an outlook, you can express yourself. She expresses herself, or this person over here expresses himself, and it's all good. It should be healthy, a healthy dialogue, and learn to listen. Listen is key. It's a lost art in this day and age. Everybody, a lot of wannabes, not wannabes, but know-it-alls, and you know what? It can be exhausting. It can, people just, but there's so much knowledge out here. Take time, enjoy yourself on a daily basis. Use your time wisely. Make your time work for you, whatever you do. But make your day fulfilling by using your time to read or whatever it is that you have a hobby is, or whatever it is. But uh, thank you for sharing your time with me. I appreciate that. Like and leave a comment, a suggestion, subscribe, and God bless you. Have a good night and peace be unto you.
What does it take to please you? Tell me just how I can satisfy your
I
woman.
love this.
You're driving
Driving me
me
wild.
wild.
Good night, y'all.